The Seattle Seahawks select Cooper DeJean. Cooper DeJean, linebacker, cornerback, safety, kick returner, punt returner, everything, all American from the University of Iowa. I know the Hawkeyes, Salky, are all Caitlin Clark, and everything in that community is all about Caitlin Clark and what she did for that basketball program, for that state, for women's basketball. Extraordinary. I am not about to compare Cooper DeJean to Caitlin Clark other than to say they are both unbelievably well-rounded athletes. Much like Caitlin was a multi-sport star in Iowa before she became a Hawkeye, so was Cooper DeJean. At 6'1", 205 pounds. He was an absolute monster from a small town. I won't even try to pronounce the name of it, in Iowa, in western Iowa. There he won 13 letters, 4 as a football player, 3 as a baseball player, 3 as a basketball player, 3 as a track stud, where he jumped almost 24 feet as a state champion there in Iowa. He transitions to be a Hawkeye, to be a developmental football player like so many from those small towns. But there wasn't much development to be had. He jumped right on the scene pretty quickly, and he can do a lot of things. He's somewhat similar to our guy that we previewed yesterday in Zach Zinter. Zach Zinter broke his leg late in the season in the game, the big game against Ohio State, was lost for the rest of the year. Cooper DeJean, as he was once again exploding on the scene, making more and more of a name of himself as a cornerback this year, broke his fibula late in the season in practice after week number 10. So kind of like Zach Zinter, we did not get to see Cooper DeJean run and jump and do everything he's capable of doing, because if we did, I think you'd hear even more hype around this prospect out of Iowa. He played in 2022 as their nickel linebacker, played a lot closer to the line of scrimmage. It was in that season that he had 3 pick sixes. Yeah, pretty remarkable. The guy just has a feel for the game. He has a feel for the ball. He's had a kick return touchdown. He led the country in punt return yards. He had a punt return touchdown before that injury short-circuited his final year there in Iowa City. So the guy is all around ball. And as I pulled out my board and I look back this season, had him a couple times this year and early in the year, and his long-standing D coordinator, Phil Parker, said, listen, it's pretty simple. The guy is a humble perfectionist. I love that. Further quote from Phil Parker on my board: the guy sees things faster than others. Another last one, being such a multi-sport star and all that multi-sport data, well, it gives Cooper tremendous recall, tremendous athleticism that sets him apart. So you just start throwing this all into the pot. You look at what he can do as a returner. You look at what he can do as a nickel linebacker. You look at what he can do as a corner. You look at what he could possibly transition, like so many of the guys in the Iowa secondary have over the years, into being studs at the safety level in the NFL. The guy can do it all. And it is why you've seen his name a time or two attached to the Seattle Seahawks. It's why you've seen his name attached. He's not nearly as big as Kyle Hamilton. Kyle Hamilton out of Notre Dame was a top 15 pick, 6'4", 215, 220 pounds. And you've seen the influence and the impact he had there in Baltimore with Mike McDonald. So you are seeing some of those in the draft community, the scout community, say, well, hold on a second. If Mike McDonald loves versatility, if Mike McDonald wants interchangeable parts, if Mike McDonald, as he said a couple weeks ago there at the owners' meetings, wants somebody that can blitz from any spot, be around the football at any time, golly, it's hard to find somebody in this defensive draft that can wear as many hats as Cooper DeJean. He will be fascinating to watch. He's not, more than likely, not going to be off the board when the Seahawks pick number 16. Can he play corner? Can he play safety? Can he play nickel? Can he play nickel inside linebacker? Can he be that jack of all trades? Can he be that weapon, that versatile, positionless weapon that Mike McDonald is looking for? I think he can. I do. I think he can. But as I'm saying those things out loud, all I am hearing is Devin Witherspoon, Devin Witherspoon, Devin Witherspoon, who could play corner, who could play nickel, who could play safety, who can blitz from anywhere, who's around the ball and is a stopper at all times. Can you have too many of those guys on your team? Probably not. If you trade down from 16, will he be available later into the first round? Possibly. And maybe only because of this injury has limited some of his exposure in this offseason. But Cooper DeJean is certainly someone to keep an eye on. Cooper DeJean is very, very different than so many in this draft. Cooper DeJean is a guy that is an unbelievable, versatile talent, and I think going to be a stud at the NFL level. Will it be in Seattle? Well, we will find out 2 weeks from today.